that our segments together could be all things we, as in us, as in marriage, as in love. Aww.
I hurt you.
I hurt you more. KDK here, and this is Mr. KDK, the man. What is that? Well, this is him, the love of my life, and he speaks, and he has volunteered to be on the camera. We did get a couple of questions when I mentioned us possibly doing a couples tag type video. So he did request a set which consisted of a cup of Kool-Aid. In an insulated cup, and so I had to provide this for him in a backup bottle of water. He's high maintenance, so if you guys want to continue to see him in these videos, he has a writer. So let me know, and I'll try to schedule some time with him.
Kool-Aid, this Kool-Aid in an insulated cup, not ice. Make sure the Kool-Aid is real strong. So that way when the ice gets it gets right to that mixture. Because if it's coldness and this strength, you don't want the ice to overpower it. It's real hard. Yeah, you do get it.
I try. So you pay me the big bucks.
I also need M&Ms with no greens.
No greens.
No greens. I just don't dig the color green M&Ms. So
our couch is green.
Just put no green M&Ms. I'm not saying I don't dig the color green, period. I just don't dig green M&Ms. Yeah, that's in my rider. That's in my rider.
Yes.
I need a midget to give me an angel. Gotta be a midget.
Like I said, if you would like to continue to see him in these videos, comment below, and I will see if I can schedule some time with him. So we decided that since the channel name is All Things Me, that our segments together could be all things we, as in us, as in marriage, as in love. Aww.
I hurt you.
I hurt you more. So, All Things We is a segment, and this is kind of an introduction to that. If you want to hear some marriage topics, if you want to hear some chat about that, how we make Team KDK work, then definitely comment below on what you would like to know about. Send me a message and we can get those recorded whenever the super phenomenal Mr. KDK has time, and I can provide everything in his rider.
First question is, how did we meet?
We're going to keep this short and simple. He saw me, he wanted me, and eventually he could afford me. I mean, that's my version. What do you think?
Okay, let's try the truth. That's a little bit better. Back in 2000-ish,
2001, I started in the spring at college, at a university, and I got to the class, and this girl was sitting next to me, and she was the only girl I knew, and she said, "Oh, this class is going to be awesome because KDK walked in." And I looked up and I saw this football player with the university paraphernalia on, football paraphernalia on, all hunched over, backpack on, socks and flip-flops. Okay, y'all, mess. And
you know how on Dave Chappelle, he said Rick James walked in with that aura? Like, ooh. That's how I used to walk in the door. I had my own theme music and everything. I used to walk in with my backpack, and I really didn't walk in. It was kind of like a treadmill everywhere I went. I just kind of posed, and like I just smiled. Yeah.
Wait, you had a treadmill?
It was like a treadmill because like it just slid like
across
I
the
just.
side. Let's try the truth. And so he's standing at the door, and I don't know, it's hard to describe, but just quickly, basically it's like the room went silent. But I knew people were talking to me because I was looking. The girl was talking to me. I could see her mouth moving, and I was looking up at him, and I heard, that is your husband. I heard. Lord, tell me that is your husband. And I responded back mentally, oh, no, it's not. And then I heard it again, clear as day, that is your husband. Then it was like swoosh, all the sound came back in the room. And the girl was like, did you hear me? And I said, what's his name? And she told me his name. And I was not impressed, okay? I was not impressed.
Yeah, clearly she wasn't. Clearly. She was not impressed.
So fast forward a couple of weeks, we had to meet with the professor to get some points. Just quick meet and greet, and you get some points for attending. And since I love to talk, I decided to talk first. You just have to tell about yourself and your future plans. So I said, my name is married to KDK, and I'm going to be a trainer and marry a rich guy who's going to cheat on me, and then I'm going to divorce him and take his money and start my businesses with it. And some stranger interrupted me mid-speech and told me that he could not believe what I was saying because I sounded like a gold digger. And because I was a gold digger, God would never bless me with a husband. And I was just flabbergasted because he cut me off, but he didn't do it the way I had seen women be disrespected, if that makes any sense. He respectfully put me in my place in such a way I was just intrigued as to what he had to say.
Husband acting like that, like he's not gonna bless you in that mess. That's what I was saying.
I thought that's what I thought I was relaying to you guys. Well, either way, that's what he said to me, and so I said, "You are my husband," and he said, "Oh no, God would never let me marry a gold digger." And he's right, because there's no gold. There's just platinum and diamonds. I'm in love.
That's platinum? Jewel told me those white gold.
What?
That's not really diamonds either. That's
Whatever.
some like plastic. Actually, it's just water bottles we just cut up.
Whatever, doesn't matter. I'm hooked now. And so when he said that to me, I was so intrigued at the fact that he could put me in my place, like I said, but he didn't curse at me. He didn't call me out my name. He didn't disrespect me at all. He respectfully checked me. Honestly reminded me of my father, and I just could not believe it. So I refused to talk to him. In fact, every time he came into class, I made it a point to look at him, make eye contact with him, and then roll my eyes just to let him know that I wanted him to know that he had worked my nerves and I was mad at him. Alright, so that's how we met, the initial meeting. After that, after I made sure to let him know that I did not like him, every time he looked at me, I rolled my eyes, I received a message on a social networking site called blackplanet.com.
BP stand up.
Whatever. I don't know what it's like now, but I sent out some messages to people saying, hey, I'm coming to the school. If you see me, say what's up to me. And I did. I met a lot of people that way. And I think did I send you a message?
No, you didn't sign my guest book.
Oh, okay. That's what I was doing. I was signing guest books. Okay, I signed his guest book saying, hey, I'm coming to your school.
BP
and I guess, how did you know it was me? You just looked at it one day and you were like, that's
I went into my guest book.
Or was it me?
I went in my guest book for some reason. I don't even know. Holy Ghost. And I was like, I was going through and just checking, and I was like, this chick looks familiar. And I read it, and you're like, hey, I'm coming to this fall, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, coming soon to a college near you. Hit me up. Invite me to the parties, please. Black Planet people.
So then I was like, this is a girl from class. So I, sent a message like, well, hey, this is Kevin, and, I didn't know we were friends. We should,
That is not what you said.
What did I say?
It said, and I quote, why don't you talk to me?
Okay. I mean, mine was a little bit better. It's a little bit more.
Because on Black Planet, and then I wrote him back, and then he asked me over to his dorm, and we watched a romantic movie, Leprechaun in the Hood. We watched Leprechaun in the Hood. So romantic. We watched that on the computer. I think it was like bootleg on his computer. Oh, I'm sorry.
That was not FBI.
No, it wasn't.
The FBI. It was not a bootleg.
It was not. It was a pre-Netflix.
It was a copy that was used for educational purposes
and to unite a couple in marriage.
Boom.
Bam. Love. That's a romantic movie.
Gotta brush somebody up on laws and logistics and disclosure.
We have a friend that's a vet, and I hope they're not watching.